Kalos? Kalista?
Kalista.
Kalista? Kalaske moi. That makes me happy. Makes me happy. Noon. Anagignoskomen parakalo. Tuto to anagnosma. Parakalo. Pantes hama. Pantes, everybody together. Pantes hama. Anagignoskomen. Noon. Humin. Ledo. Pera
to view.
Ente oikiai te ene. Gignoskateda. Ten oikian. Enkome. Mikra. Usan. Kaihekome. Este en korioi. Kai oria mikra peri eke. Ton korion kuploi. Isos erotata. Te esta oros. Oros topos upsilos esta. To un hemeteron korion orenon esta. Kai upsilon. Te kai dendrois sunorefes. Kalasta. Entois oresa esa. Leukai. Kai drues. Kai fegoi. Hopuda. Polodendra. Homu esten. Hulein onomazum. Udunaton esta. Entois oresa. Kai te hulei. Yergain. Allah. Exista himin. Taprobata nene. Opateremu. Neme taprobata. En tois oresa. Kai nomius kaletai. Hoi da bugoloi. Kai hoi aipoloi. Kai hoi menes. Kai hoi subotai. Nomes esa. Kalista. Ara ekete erotemata peri tu anagnosmatos. Abby, te estato erotema.
Yeah, it's some difficulty with the last sentence, translating the last sentence of wait, I'm sorry. No, that's right. No, that's wrong. Yes, okay. Next to last sentence.
Okay.
After the comma, Allah exista. Allah exista. Hemin ta probatan neme. Okay, so I translated it as I don't know. There was just a lot going on. Another, it is possible. I, for my part, heard the animals.
Very good. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so let's start with another. Okay.
Another.
Allah. So look at in particular, the accent of this. Allah means other things. Okay. But Allah means but. Allah. Ta'ala means the other things. And it's an adjective. Okay. Alos, ale, alam. Okay. So we'll start there. But Există humi. Now this is one of the sort of impersonal constructions. We've already seen one of these impersonal constructions. Can you remember which one it is?
It was like it is. It was in that what it was when you were teaching us indirect statements. It was like it's like necessary that or like
Very
should.
good. Very good. Here, let's. Oops.
Oh, so it was like once since you know the parts of the body, you should learn the parts of the parts of the head, parts of the body.
Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Epe menkignoskes tamerites kefales. Hera da ta'ala. Here's our ala. Ta'ala. Ta'ala mere. The other parts. Ta'ala mere tu somatos. De montane.
Right.
De montane. Aragignoskete. Tisemane. Putos. Polotos. Paraphrase parakalo himin.
The whole first thing. Okay,
Yep.
so since you know the parts of the head, like it is necessary to learn about.
It's necessary, very good, to learn
It's necessary to learn about the parts, the other parts
the other parts
of the body.
of the body. Kalasta. And you'll note that we have de, it's impersonal, and the person to whom this refers appears in the accusative case. So if we were put, who wants, it's necessary for you to learn about these things. Who wants? Okay? Kalasta. So let's look at, now 7, let's look at this one. So we've got this is another impersonal system, okay? So what are the differences between this one and the other one? And what are the similarities?
Well, the impersonal, the one with the body, it came at the end of the sentence. This isn't at the end of the sentence. This is in the middle of the clause.
Okay, but let's think about the elements that, not where it comes, but let's think about the elements that constitute this sentence.
Okay.
So we had, for example, here I'll put this up. Kera, ta'ala, mere. Oops. Ta'ala mere tu somatos de, and I'm going to put little mas in there. Mas montane. Okay? So those are the parts. So what similarities do we have between these two?
We have an infinitive.
We have an infinitive. Okay? So we've got montane. Okay? The infinitive, and what's the infinitive over here?
Name.
Neme. Kalos. And we've got the verbs, right? We've got exista, right? And we've got de. Right? Good. What are some other points of comparison or contrast?
Mas is accusative, but Hamin is dative.
Kalas. So this is aitigatake. Okay. Kalasta. Ala. Himin. Este. Dotekes. Right? Dative. Very good, very good. We could, in fact, we could actually just take this away, hera, and we could just have montane to learn the parts of the body. It could be a direct object. Just like this, neme, ta probata, is the direct object of neme. Okay, so let's translate this one. So,
Now, or but.
It is possible.
It is possible.
My part, or
Humi. This is the pronoun.
For us.
For Emin for us. To Nene.
shepherd.
Or what does one do with taprobata?
Pasture. It takes them out to pasture.
Pasture, huh? Yeah. Take them out. Be the shepherd. Pasture them. Nene. Alos. So, but, and why is this but?
Because it's
No. It's a connecting. It's a conjunction. But why is it in opposition to?
It's contrasting the first epithet.
Right. It's contrasting with this. Udunaton esta. Okay. Udunaton esta. Let's look at this sentence right here because this is really interesting. Let's translate this. Udunaton esta en tois oresa kai te hule eorgain.
No, not.
Do not ton esta.
Like he doesn't have time. Like.
Not it has nothing to do with time. Do not ton means.
It's able.
It's able.
Okay.
It's possible. Okay.
So he.
It is not possible. What isn't possible?
Georgain.
To
farm.
To farm.
In the mountains.
In the mountains. In the forest. Okay. Except maybe marijuana.
Okay.
Okay, so what is this sentence right here? What does this tell us about this?
It's an infinitive.
This is an infinitive, okay? What else? What are the characteristics of an infinitive?
It has that ending, the epsilon iota nu.
It has a, yeah, we've seen that. Epsilon iota nu, very good.
Comes at the end of the sentence.
Comes at the end of the sentence. Doesn't need to be. Keep going.
Well, then the examples that we have, it is always with the impersonal verb.
What is the relationship of this to this? Dunatos, dunate, dunaton. Dunatos is a what? What kind of word is a dunatos?
Participle.
Epitheton. It's an epitheton. What's an epithet?
A descriptive phrase.
Yeah, okay. Or it's another way for saying a descriptive something. What is an epithet modify? A noun. So what would an epithet be?
Adjective.
An adjective. So what is epitheton?
Adjective.
Adjective. Okay. So dunatos, dunate, dunatas, dunate, dunaton, dunatos, esta epitheton. Okay. So what does this tell us about? And if this modifies this, what does it tell us?
The infinitive is acting like a noun.
An infinitive is a noun.
Okay.
An infinitive is a noun. Very good. It's not just acting like one. It is a noun, okay? Very good, very good. What else does it tell us? Nouns then have three characteristics, right? What are those? If it's a noun, then it's got to be what? It's going to have number, case, and gender. Arithmos, togenos, kai, hypothesis, the case. What are they? Let's start with this este ho arithmos. What is the number?
Singular.
Singular. Hinekos, kalaste. Right? Now, togenos.
Accusative.
Not togenos. The gender.
Masculine.
Togenos. Masculine.
Is that right?
Neuter. Neuter. Why do you suppose it might be neuter?
Because you didn't say it.
Well, let's think this through conceptually in an infinitive. It's a verbal expression, okay? And so we might think that this is something that just the verbal thing is something that wouldn't necessarily have a gender, right? So think of those things that do not conceptually have gender, wouldn't be masculine or feminine. I mean, some things are the gender of which are kind of mysterious. Why we would call, why a table would be feminine, okay? But conceptually, an action is something that would necessarily have gender, okay? So infinitives are in fact neuter, okay? They're neuter. Not that you would automatically know, because there is a possibility, but there's also another reason why it's neuter and not masculine. What is it? No. So
The verb.
the verb, right? What does the verb tell us?
It's a.
What's the subject of the sentence? The infinitive. Right? The infinitive is the subject of the sentence, right? Right? So that means that this can't be masculine, right? Because it's the subject. And the subject is going to be, if it's dunaton, that means it's not masculine, it's not dunatos, that means it's got to be neuter. Right? You're so clever. Okay? So infinitives are neuter, they are singular, okay? And the case is then going to be determined by its role. In this particular example, the case is nominative because it is the subject of the sentence. Farming is not possible in the. All right, so here's a fun thing in English. What is the subject? Let's see. This book is difficult to read. What's the subject of the sentence?
To read.
To read. Okay. So what does this refer to? This book. What is this book? It is the opposition does it occupy in the sentence. This book is difficult to read.
It occupies the noun spot.
It occupies not just the noun spot, but the what spot? The subject spot, right? Okay, so when we say this book is difficult to read, the subject of the sentence is not this book, right? To read this book, it's actually the object.
Mm-hmm.
To read this book is difficult. Isn't that wild?
Yes.
All right. Okay, very good. All right, very good. So we have learned, okay, so what have we learned here? We've learned that infinitives are nominals, okay? And they're like participles. They inherit characteristics from the nominal system and as well as from the verbal systems. They invite, just like participles, tense and voice from the verbal system. And they are, but unlike participles, they are just neuter singular. What is the name George mean?
Farmer.
Farmer. Okay. be a Paul Georgos.
The form.
Georgos, Georgos, George. A farmer farms. George means farmer.
It's also Georgia, right?
Georgia would be farming. Okay, Georgia.
I'll remember that one.
Here we go. Kalasta. Ara ekite ala erotemata? So, here we are. Okay, so this is it. So it's not possible for us to, it's possible, but it is possible for us to pasture robota, livestock, kalasta. Ala erotemata? Okay, all right. So let's go through this. Let's translate this. Okay, Melanie, paraphrase parakulo ton proton logo.
Now, I will tell you life in my house.
About life in my house. Very good. Okay. And now I'm telling you, this is I think this is really kind of an important thing. In Greek, we do not have the progressive present or past. We don't say I was speaking or I am speaking. It's just I speak or I spoke, right? And so this will sometimes come up when your English sentence into Greek, where you want to say I am speaking. Well, how do I, the verb to be, and then some sort of participial construction. We don't do that in Greek. Well, there are certain circumstances in which where we will combine participles with the verb to be to make certain expressions, but for the most part, we can translate this as I am telling you now. Okay, if you translated it that way, that would be perfectly fine, because we tend not to say I tell you now about this. Okay, what are you doing right now? I am eating lunch. We don't say I eat lunch. Okay, that's like cave person speak, right? Okay, I read book. I am reading a book. So we use that progressive tense for a system. Okay. Aga Abby, paraphrase ton deuteron.
On the one hand, of the house in the
Well, you know
and you know
that
that the house that the house
the house
in the small village the participle it is.
It is. That the house is in the village.
Okay.
And this is going to be one of the ways in which we form an indirect discourse with a participle.
Okay.
Good. Right? Very good. Ton triton logon parakulo, Chris.
And in the village.
And the village.
And the village is in land, like country.
It's in a region. It's
A
an area.
region and mountains, small mountains. Surround it.
Surround ton Korea.
Surround the land. Ooh,
This should be. This is. There's a
circle. Oh, is it like circle? In a circle.
Korea.
Right.
Excuse me.
Kupo is in a circle.
In a circle. Korea. It's a mistake there. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Tetarton logon parakalo Amy.
Perhaps you ask, what is a mountain? A mountain is a high place.
Kalasta kai Melanie. Ton tempton. To Korean. Well, the Korean, the area,
The area.
a meteran. See how this is related? Frutos o logos este epitheton. Very good, very good. Epitheton. As opposed to say meteron, right? Meteron. Yours, a meteron. Our area is orenon.
Is that like mountains?
It's mountainous, calmness. It's mountainous. So we had upsilos, upsilos, the okorion orenon, kai upsilon,
And mountain.
and well, mountainous, and upsilon, high, very good, high in elevation, kakai, and sonorefes. Mhm. Well, what do trees do? Well,
Oh, they shade.
yeah, shaded or roofed over, covered over by means of trees. How that's that? How that's that? Alphys, again, do it again. Therefore,
So, therefore, the area to us,
our area
our area,
is
is mountains and high,
high,
shaded by means of trees.
and covered by trees. How that's heavy. John Hecton, Paraglo.
In the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, in the mountains.
In the mountains are
Are
these are the different types of trees.
yeah.
They're poplar trees
Poplar trees
and oak
and
trees
oak trees
and beech trees.
and beech trees. Kalaster, Kalaster. Very good. So tell me, who are the Druids?
People of the oak.
They're-
The oak people. Okay. Druids are the oak people. Right? Very good. Okay. Kalaster, Chris. Ton Hebdemon, Parakalo.
Where does it start?
Right here.
it's good.
Pupu. So pu, semane, anglake, where? Okay. And this is an indirect statement. Okay. I ask you, where are you going? In English, the where is the same word, whether we use it indirectly or directly. Where are you going is direct. I ask you where you're going is indirect. Okay. This is an indirect. So Greek is so much better than English because it tells us when it's an indirect thing. Okay.
So, and that de
Mhm.
is in.
Just means and.
Okay. So where
And where?
and where
Where hola, dendra, esta.
where the tree, the forest, or the tree.
Where hola, uk oliga, ala hola. What is a person who is what is the difference between polyphonic and
Multiple.
mono? Yes, okay. And where hula dendra,
Many trees, the multiple trees.
when many trees
There are
are
together.
together,
There's a,
onomazomen,
you call it.
we call it a
Forest.
forest.
Okay, what is that? That's Ule. Ule. Ule.
Hule.
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 In his kind of quiet or Ule.
Hule, it has this
Hule.
rough, it's like an H in front of it. Hule. Hule. Kalasta. Kalasta. Okay, Amy,
Okay.
John, Okdon.
Okay. So,
No, it's Okdon.
cool. To farm is not
To
possible.
farm, very good, is not possible.
It's not possible in mountains and the forest.
Kalasta.
Um,
Allah.
but it is, or like it's possible to herds to pasture herds for us.
For us, but for us, it's possible to pasture animals. Kalasta. Kalasta. Kai Melanie, Hopateremu Neme Tabrobata.
My father,
My father, Carlos. Neme. But it is possible.
herd,
Birds,
herd,
pastures,
pastures, cattle.
flocks, livestock. In tutois orase. In these mountains. In these mountains.
And
And Kalekai. A nomus neme. Oops. Ta probata. Not herds, but he is called a what? A nomus. A shepherd. A person who pastures livestock. Nomus. Kalas. Kai Abby.
Okay.
The bukoloi.
Pastures. That's pastures cows and
Cow herds.
cow herds and pastures goat herds
And goat herds.
and is it sheep herds
And shepherds. Yes.
and swine herds.
And swine herds.
He shepherds.
They are.
They are shepherded. They are put out to they are pastured.
No, this is no. So what would this be? No, no muse. No muse. Heneku esta. Nomos singular. No muse singular. Nomes. Playthun te ku. Right. Plural.
Plural.
Plural. These are cow herds and goat herds and shepherds and swine herds are these.
Herds.
Not herds. They're the people who do the herding, right?
The shepherds.
This-
The shepherds.
Yeah, this is nomus. Nomus is the generic term for a person who nemes, right?
Okay.
So each
The
of those are
words were
different.
describing the shepherd, the person that's doing the cow herding.
Yeah.
The cow herd.
Okay.
So the basic
Okay.
see how that works? So this is nominative plural. So all of these are these.
So
Okay?
instead of having just a name for shepherds, like they have a name for pig herds.
Yeah, as we do, right? We have people, right? We have people that, we have different words for all of these, but they are all people who pasture animals, who take care of animals, okay? We typically refer to the collective, we typically refer to as shepherds, right? Even though they may be pasturing cows or whatever. All right, Amy, take us through the whole thing.
Okay. I would love to do that. Now, about life in my house. You know like you know that the house is in a little town,
Uh-huh.
and the the town is in this region,
Uh-huh.
and it is surrounded by hills,
Well, not surrounded by,
Oh.
but
and the little hills surround it,
very good.
in a circle.
Surround the region, the
The
area, in
region
the
in a
circle.
circle.
Kalasta.
Perhaps you ask, what is a hill or what is a mountain? It's a place. It's a high place.
Uh-huh.
So our region is mountainous and high, and it is covered over by trees.
Uh-huh.
In the mountains, there are oak trees and
Well, there
there
are
are that kind of tree, poplar
poplar trees, right?
and oaks and beech trees. Where there are many trees together is called, or we call it, a forest. To farm is not possible. Like, it's not possible to farm in the mountains and the forest, but it is possible for us to herd or to pasture flocks. My father is where my father pastures the flock in these mountains, and he is called a shepherd or a herdsman.
Herdsman, that's a great way to put it. Herdsperson. Herdsman. Very good.
Cow herds and sheep herds.
And not and
Is that goats?
goats.
Cow herds and goat herds and shepherds and pig herds
Uh-huh.
are
Herdsman. Or herdsman. These are all masculine, so we can say herdsman.
Okay.
Okay. Abby, take us through it.
Okay. Now
Uh-huh.
I tell you of my life
Uh-huh.
in the house or
In my house.
in my house.
Mhm.
You know that my house, the house in the village is in the small village.
Uh-huh. Very good.
And the village is in the area or the region,
Uh-huh.
and mountains and small mountains surround the area in a circle.
Uh-huh.
Isos.
Erotate.
Perhaps.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps you ask, what are mountains?
What is a mountain?
What is a mountain? A mountain is a high place.
To korion.
The area,
A meteron korion.
our area,
Our area.
is
Is
mountainous
mountainous.
and high,
Uh-huh.
and is surrounded by trees.
It's covered over.
It's covered by trees.
Uh-huh.
Um, in the mountains are poplar
Uh-huh.
and oaks and beech trees.
Kalasta.
Where many trees are, we call it a forest.
Are together.
Where many trees are together, we call it a forest.
It's all for us. Uh-huh.
It is not possible
Good.
in the mountains
In the
and in the forest to farm.
Kalasta.
But
Uh-huh.
it is possible for us
Uh-huh.
to herd
Uh-huh.
in
The herd. Tapropa.
to herd herds of animals.
Uh-huh. Very good.
My father
Uh-huh.
is a shepherd,
He Pastures.
he pastures the herds of animals in Tutois.
These.
In these mountains, and he herds
He kaletai. Ego kalo se Abby. Ego kalo autain.
is called
Melanie is called.
he's called a shepherd,
Herdsman.
a herdsman. Anyone one who herds cows,
Those who herd cows, cowherds.
cow herds, and goat herds, and sheep herds, and pig herds are called herdsmen.
Oh, herdsman. Kalasta. Melanie, harakalo.
Now I am telling you about life in my house.
Kalasta.
You know the house in the small village is, and the village is in the area, and small mountains surround the area in a circle.
Kalasta.
Perhaps you ask what a mountain is.
Perfect.
A mountain is a high place. Our area is mountainous
Kalasta.
and high, shaded by trees.
Kalasta.
In the mountain,
Mountains.
and the mountains are
Poplar tree.
poplar, oak, and beech.
Oaks and beeches. These are all plurals, right?
All the trees are together.
Where?
Where all the trees.
Not all, but a lot.
Many trees.
Many trees
together.
are together.
They are called a forest.
Onomatopoeia.
Their name is
We call
them
a forest. Oh, this is a forest.
It is not possible for us to farm in the mountain and in the forest.
And in the forest, very good.
But it is possible to herd, for us to herd cattle.
Very good.
My
The
father.
flocks, right? The herds.
My father herds herds the cattle in these
The
mountains.
herds, right? In these mountains, very good.
And he is called a shepherd.
He's called a
herdsman.
herdsman. Very good. You're almost there. Hoi ukoloi.
The ones are the people that herd cow herds and goat herd and sheep herd and
Swine herds
are
are herdsmen. Kalista. Kalistopoli. Thank you. That'll do it for today. Thank you so much. Excellent work.